This young lady, this is actually, here's something you don't hear at any other Boston comedy club. This is the third woman in a row. We're gonna have 3 women in a row. So we got rid of this shit. Through there to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Debi Braconi.
Okay, thank you, Rick. I'm not sure, but thank you. No, thank you. You know, society's getting so complicated. Have you seen that parking space, that customer with infant parking? Have you seen that? Well, I'm Catholic, I have a confession to make. I took it. Well, the minute I took it, I had these people walking in front of the car giving me a dirty, filthy look. So I got out of my car and I popped the trunk and I said, now you be a good little baby. Mommy will be right back. Shut the trunk. Now the good thing about that, when you go into the store, those people that saw you outside, they get right out of your way. There's that lady with the baby in the trunk. Well, I went into that store, I didn't find what I was looking for, so I headed over to Walgreens, and I got one of those nifty little baskets, you know, the ones that you put all that small shit into. It's like all those little travel sizes. Well, I forgot that I had it until I got out to my car and I heard it hit the car window. I go, oh my God, I have the basket. Threw it in the car, Catholic guilt. They looked at it and go, I'm going to have to return this. I went, nah, I'm going to keep it. So I get out of the parking lot, about half a mile up, I hear, woo, 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 and look at my rearview mirror and I hear, pull over, pop the trunk. I said, oh, thank God, they're looking for the baby. The Walgreens basket. But you know, growing up as a Catholic, you know, what did you do wrong when you were 10 years old? You had to go to confession. Didn't you just make stuff up? Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I haven't been here in a couple of weeks. Put me down for one of everything. So you get up on the altar, and you would notice this kid, he was up there praying when you came in. You get nosy, because Catholics are really kind of nosy people. He says, hey, how many prayers do you have? I have 24 Our Fathers and 50 Hail Marys. Holy shit, this is a bad kid. Stay away from him. But the other thing about growing up as a Catholic, everything was a big secret. Nobody talked about anything, right? Mr. Sullivan down the street, he's not an alcoholic. He likes to sleep on the hood of his car. And I'm really mad about my mother not talking to me about sex when I was in high school. I know I could have been a far more popular cheerleader if she had. But that's okay, don't worry about it. I went to college, I had a boyfriend, it was about a couple months into it. He said to me, Debbie, are you still a virgin? No idea what the word meant. I said, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. That's okay. You know, I went on, I got a real job. I became a flight attendant. You know what everyone's thinking now, well, she's not a virgin anymore. But I go through security like everybody else, and after I get through, I look at that TSA employee and I say, hey, what do you got in your turban? I don't really care if you like it, I'm keeping that joke. But no, I can see all of you people, you're looking through the X-ray, oh my God, looking at the X-ray machine, what does that flight attendant have in her bag? I'll tell you what I have in my bag. I have my boyfriend in my bag, and as soon as I get those batteries charged, I'm gonna have one hell of a layover. But the good thing, you know, I know from growing up in Boston, everybody goes to Harvard, and they get these really good degrees, but they go back and they lay over, and they work at these places where I lay over. And I had this gay friend, and I said, you know what, Debbie, while you're here, these great surgeons, why don't you get those collagen shots? You know, get those really big, sexy lips. I said, nah, I don't think so. He says, how come? I said, anybody shoots anything foreign into these lips, there better be a Mercedes involved. Just getting it? Or some jewelry. But he said, all right, if you don't want to do it that way, then take a piece of skin off your ass and throw it on your lips. I said, oh, that would get so confusing. He says, how come? He said, oh, I wouldn't know whether to put a lip liner on or throw a thong on for the evening. The good thing would be everybody here would be kissing my ass all night. But you know what? Everybody loves this part, you know, when you're looking at the flight attendant on the plane. This is really the hardest thing that we have to do. Get on that jump seat, and we have to assure everybody on the plane that everything's going to be okay. Plane is bouncing all over the place. Oh God, it's lightning outside the window. Feels like the wings are going to snap off, and I look up. We'll be fine. you're okay. You don't have any idea what the flight attendant is thinking. We're gonna die! We're gonna die! What a stupid job! I'm on the same airplane that you're on. I walked down the airplane, and I was going down the aisle the other day, and I was checking the seatbelts, and this guy grabs me by the wrist and goes, "Do you hear that noise?" I said, "Yes, sir, I do." He said, "We're going to have to listen to that the whole time." I certainly hope so. Those are the engines. Thank you, everybody. Happy 2016. Back to the engines. Go Canadians, rock.
Thank you so much. Debbie, you know, and people wonder how I discovered talent, because clearly I have an eye for talent. The way I discovered Debbie, actually, I was on a plane, I grabbed her wrist and said, "You hear that noise?" Debbie, my favorite story, so my father-in-law, I told you, so my father-in-law, anyone here married? Okay, you're married. That's everyone who's got going to grad school. It's like, yes, I have a spouse paying for grad school. If you're thinking of getting married, if you're married, if you're in a relationship, this is the best advice I've ever heard. My father-in-law, I said, anything I should know about getting married? Anything I should keep in mind? You've been married 40 years, it's always worked, you've always been happy, how do you make it work? And he said, I will tell you what my father told me the night before I got married. So this is like old guy shit. It's like late at night, we're at a bar, we're having drinks, and he says, he sat me down and he said, "Son, you will have a happy marriage if every day you make sure you eat 4 cupcakes. When you wake up in the morning, before you do anything else, eat a cupcake. The first time your wife says something that pisses you off, you don't say anything, you don't do anything, you eat a cupcake. Then when you solve that problem, you reward yourself by eating the 3rd cupcake. And at night, you come home, you eat the 4th cupcake, you go to bed, you'll never have a problem." I said, "Yeah,